All right, so you said this piece over 13 morning habits that displease God and few people know. And wow, the title alone, right? It's like, what are we going to find here?
I know. Kind of a spiritual, what is it, self-help mystery?
Yeah, exactly. What secrets are we about to uncover?
I think what's so interesting is how it's not just like, here are the rules. It's connecting everyday things to your spirit, even hinting at affecting your finances and relationships.
Okay, big claims. I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
So let's jump in. The first habit that really caught my eye is neglecting the moment of gratitude. It really stresses starting the day with thankfulness.
Yeah, and I think that contrast it makes is really interesting, like a peaceful, grateful heart versus that I don't have enough mindset. It even suggests being grateful can help your money situation.
Wait, what? Tell me more about that.
Well, it's not like matching or anything, but it's saying when you focus on what you do have, it changes your energy, maybe even helps you see good opportunities you'd otherwise miss.
Okay, I can see that. So next up, complaining upon waking. Sounds like starting your day with a gripe fest is bad news spiritually.
Right. The source frames it as like a wall between you and, whatever your faith is. Instead, it says to focus on the good stuff, even look at tough times through that lens of faith.
More of a glass half full, even when things are rough.
Exactly. And it makes this great comparison. A negative person's like a wet blanket, just brings the whole mood down. Ever been around someone like that?
Oh, all the time. It's like
Yeah.
their bad mood is contagious, yeah.
You know it.
Got it.
Shows how important starting the day positive is.
Absolutely. Okay, so the third habit is ignoring small joys. This is about the little things, sunshine, good coffee, birds singing. It's connecting that to, like, a sense of the divine, however you see it.
And don't take it for granted, right?
Exactly.
And this question it asks is really good. Do we get so hung up on huge miracles that we miss the good stuff that's around us all the time?
Oh, that's deep. Makes you think. All right, moving on. Ignoring the need to help others. The text makes this sound central to a spiritual life,
Like a core responsibility, yeah.
Yeah.
It's saying even little acts of kindness make a difference. And get this, it connects helping others to trusting God will provide for you.
Hold on. Is it saying being generous brings good things back to you?
I don't know if it gets that specific, but it's implying a link. Like the more you give, the less you worry about what you're lacking.
Interesting. Like what you sow is what you reap kind of thing.
Maybe. All right. Up next, procrastinating commitments or prayers. Sounds like a recipe for getting stuck.
Yeah.
Procrastination, it's like this barrier to good things and fulfilling your purpose, It even says it's putting off prayer or things you're supposed to do according to your faith.
So more than just ignoring your emails, deep stuff too.
Right. It wants you to be smart with your time, make prayer important, and get things done.
Okay, speaking of things weighing on you, speaking ill of others, the source really doesn't hold back on how bad gossip and negativity are.
Yeah, it's comparing that to encouragement, blessings, like how Jesus taught people to act.
So instead of putting someone down, you're supposed to pray for them. That's a big change.
Have you ever tried that when someone's annoying you?
To be honest, not really,
Okay.
but I can see how it would change the whole vibe.
Totally. Choosing a better path, even when it's hard. So this next one, being impatient with family. Basically, if you're snappy in the morning, not very loving, right?
Yeah. Family's tough, though.
Yeah.
Even when you're trying to be good, sometimes that first coffee hasn't hit yet.
I hear ya. But it's saying patience and understanding are so important, especially with family, and links impatience to anxieties, which, guess what? It says strengthening your faith can make you more patient with loved ones.
Okay, so we're seeing a theme here. Inner peace equals better actions.
Definitely. Now, neglecting physical health. This one's pretty straight up. Treat your body right, like a, temple for your spirit.
So no more junk food and staying up all night.
Not about being perfect, but making good choices, It's pointing out how bad health affects work, relationships, even how much you help others. It's all connected.
Makes sense. So far, we've got gratitude, patience, kindness. Pretty good recipe for life in general. What's next?
Consuming excessive negative news. It's comparing filling your mind with bad stuff to basically saying, hey, fear and anxiety, come rule my day.
Oh, yeah, I can see that. Starting your day with negativity can't be good for your headspace.
Right. It wants you to look for uplifting things, limit the stuff that's just going to drag you down, and get this too much bad news can make you more anxious about money.
Makes sense. Hard to make good money decisions when you're thinking about doom and gloom.
Right. Okay, on to neglecting time with family, stressing how important quality time is.
Meals together, real conversations,
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
Yep. Connects this to better relationships, peace at home, raising kids well. And guess what? It says close families handle money problems better together.
Wow, this piece just keeps connecting everything, doesn't it? What else we got?
Not seeking God's presence first thing in the morning. It says this is like starting your day without a map.
So, praying, reflecting before the day's craziness takes over.
Exactly. Wants you to have a spiritual practice, whatever that is for you. Prayer, meditation, reading. And, you guessed it, connects it to finances. Says seeking guidance can make you wiser with money.
I'm definitely sensing a pattern here.
Yeah.
Spirituality equals better choices. What's next?
We're almost there. Not showing love to loved ones in the morning. This is all about starting the day by showing love to your family.
Like saying, I love you, hugs, making their favorite breakfast.
Exactly, the little things that set a good tone for the day. And you won't believe this. It connects a loving home to handling money troubles better. Again, strength from within. All right, last one, right?
Yeah, with it.
Not fully trusting in God's plans. It's the opposite of being scared and anxious, having faith that things will work out.
More of a let go and let God kind of thing.
Exactly. It wants you to give your worries to God, trust there's a bigger plan. What I find relatable is, it says lots of people jump into fixing problems, especially with money, without first trusting it'll be okay.
Skipping that step where you admit you don't have all the answers, maybe.
Right. Our spiritual side affects how we deal with real life.
Wow, we covered a lot. It's crazy how these little morning habits could affect so much.
It really shows how connected everything is, you know? Spirit, emotions, even money. So now that we've gone through all 13, what are you thinking? What sticks out to you?
That gratitude and money link for sure. Like just thinking about what you do have could actually change your finances. Wild.
Right. It's like what you focus on, you get more of. If you're always thinking about what's missing, that's what you attract.
Makes sense. Oh, and the negative news thing. Big one for me. Who needs that before coffee, honestly?
Yeah, like you're protecting your own headspace, constantly hearing bad news. It's got to affect your choices, right? Especially about money.
Yeah. Fear isn't exactly a good financial advisor.
Nope. So anything really hit home for you? Maybe felt challenging even?
Speaking ill of others, for sure. I've gossiped, I've complained. That idea of praying for people instead, big change.
Huge. Choosing good even when it's hard. So what about you? Which one stood out?
Not fully trusting in God's plans, I think.
Yeah.
When things feel uncertain, it's easy to freak out, right?
Totally. The source is all about letting go, trusting there's something bigger at play.
And it specifically connects that trust to finances. Like people try to solve money problems without that trust piece first.
Yeah, like you said, it's all connected. What about neglecting time with family? Everyone's so busy these days.
Right. But sitting down together, talking, praying, it's like basic but important, you know?
Totally. And it's saying that even helps with money stuff. Families that are close, they can handle challenges better together.
Like a team.
Exactly. What about neglecting physical health? Easy to let that slide when you're stressed.
True, but the source is saying taking care of yourself is spiritual too.
Mind, body, spirit, it's all one, you know? If you're run down, you can't be your best in any area.
Good point. And complaining upon waking, that's got to set the tone for the whole day.
Right. It's saying, wake up grateful, not grumpy. Focus on what's good.
Yeah, I'm definitely guilty of that sometimes.
Me too. But even a small shift can make a difference. Remember the wet blanket analogy? Our energy affects everyone.
Okay, so ignoring small joys, this one I love. It's so easy to miss the little things when you're busy, you know?
Totally. That first sip of coffee, a beautiful sunset, a good conversation, those add up.
And the source is saying those are connected to the divine, too.
Exactly. Seeing the good in everyday stuff.
Okay, what about procrastinating commitments or prayers? I think we all struggle with that.
Right. But it's saying it's not just about being lazy. It's spiritual, too. Putting things off that are important to your growth.
Like we're delaying our own progress.
Yeah. And it's saying we got to take action. Our choices show what we really believe.
True that. Okay, ignoring the need to help others. This always gets me.
Yeah. It's at the heart of it all, right? We're not here just for ourselves. Helping others reflects our love for, well, everything.
And that connection it makes to trusting God to provide for you. Like, the more you give, the more you get back.
Exactly. Abundance isn't just about money. It's about having a big heart.
Okay, let's talk about not seeking God's presence first thing in the morning. Starting the day connected, right?
Yeah. Prayer, meditation, whatever works for you. It's about grounding yourself before the chaos hits.
And the source says that helps with decisions all day.
Exactly. Clarity, peace, wisdom. What about you? Have you noticed that in your life?
When I take that time, yeah, for sure. I feel more grounded, focused.
Love that. Okay, last one. Not showing love to loved ones in the morning.
This one's tough. It's easy to just rush to the morning, forget to really connect with your people.
Right, but it's saying those little things, a hug, kind words, just being present, they matter. And guess what? It connects that to better finances too.
Wow, really? Everything comes back to that, huh?
It's all connected. A loving family, they're stronger together through anything. So, are we ready for part 3?
Let's do it. Okay, part 3. Where do we even begin after all that?
I know, right? So much good stuff packed in. But I think what's really cool is, even though this is coming from a specific faith, there's so much anyone can use here. Gratitude, mindfulness, being kind, trusting, those are just good for anyone.
Like a life guide no matter what you believe.
Exactly. And it makes you think about how connected everything is, right? Like you can't separate your spirit from your feelings, your relationships, even money.
It's all one big system.
Right. So for you personally, what really hit home?
Starting with gratitude, hands down. So simple, but powerful. And it affecting money. That's mind-blowing.
It's that whole shift, right? From I don't have enough to look at what I do have could change everything.
Definitely trying that one out more.
Yeah. What about you? Any big takeaways?
Speaking ill of others, gotta be honest. Catching myself gossiping. But that thing about praying for people instead.
It's a whole different level, right? Like actively sending good vibes instead of bad.
Challenging, but powerful for sure.
And for me, not fully trusting in God's plans really got me thinking, it's so easy to try and control everything.
Especially with money, like the source said. We want to fix it, not surrender.
Right. But maybe letting go is the answer sometimes.
Okay, what about ignoring small joys? That one felt super relevant today.
I know. We rush around so much. Got to remember those little moments of happiness.
Coffee, sunshine, good conversation. That's the good stuff.
It is. And the source is saying, don't wait for huge miracles, right? The good's all around if we just notice it.
Truth.
So anything else really stick out to you?
Procrastinating commitments or prayers.
Yeah.
For sure. I think we all do that to some extent, you know.
Yeah, it's saying it's deeper than laziness. It's about putting off the things that matter most.
Like delaying our own growth.
Exactly. We got to act on what we believe. All right, any final thoughts before we wrap up?
This was intense in a good way.
Yeah.
Even though it's from a specific religion, there's something universal here, you know.
I agree. It's like a blueprint for living better no matter what. And it makes you think about how everything's connected to your spirit, choices, even your bank account.
Mine.
Blown. Right. So takeaway for everyone listening, try this stuff out. Pick 1 or 2 habits, see how it goes.
What have you got to lose, right? Except maybe some stress and negativity.
Exactly. More peace, more purpose. That's what we're all after.
Thanks for guiding us through this deep dive. It's been amazing.
You too. Thanks for having me. And for everyone listening, keep growing, keep exploring. It's a journey.